Hello, and welcome to Yoga for Hamstrings, a deep stretch of our hamstrings and also some strengthening as well. Make sure you have with you a couple of blocks and a yoga strap. We will be using these as we stretch and strengthen today. So let's sit nice and tall up through our spine. We'll close our eyes, roll our shoulders back, tuck our chin just a little, and start to connect with your breath. Breathe in and out just through your nose. A calm, steady breath can help us to stay focused on the areas of our body that need extra stretch, and so that we don't go too far where we might injure ourselves. Our breath helps us to really pay attention. Of course, when we link movement with breath, that's when we have the magic of yoga. So let's open our eyes, take your arms by your sides. Inhale, reach up, lifting. Exhale, release. Good. Move onto all fours. And let's come into a downward facing dog. Lift onto your toes, reach your hips high and press back. Now this pose right away is going to start to pull on those hamstrings. So let's just isolate one side at a time. Bend your right knee so that that left heel presses down. You might feel your ankle, you might feel your calf, and you might feel that hamstring back there, giving a little tug. Bend your left knee, drop the right ankle to the floor, and feel that stretch on the opposite side. Now let's just slowly pedal back and forth, heel to toe, back and forth. It almost works the feet a little bit more than the hamstrings, but that's what's so awesome about yoga, is one pose will do many things. We're just kind of testing our hamstrings right now, seeing how they're feeling today. Good. Now let's place both heels down. They may not both touch, and that's okay. Do your best. Then walk yourself forward toward your feet. Let's take our feet hip-width distance apart, so there's a little bit of space. Now, as we keep our knees straight, we're gonna pull those hamstrings. So let's first actually bend our knees. Feel how that relaxes the hamstrings, but it can stretch our back, which is kind of nice. Then see if you can straighten your knees. Don't worry if your hands lift off the mat. It's okay. Let's try that bending one more time. Bend and straighten. And it's okay if those hands lift off the mat a little bit. Feel that stretch all the way up. It's gonna get better as we keep moving. Let's roll up through our spine, one vertebrae at a time. We'll come up, pull our shoulder blades back, and we're ready to begin Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Feel those hamstrings. There they are as we dive down. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down to the mat, step back to your plank, and lower to your knees if you want, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Very nice. That was a whole cycle. That cycle is going to help us to slowly warm up as we move. So we're going to try it again and just add an element to it. Bend your knees, look forward, inhale, step or hop up to your hands. Exhale, fold down into your legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, Samastiti. Good, let's take it again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Very nice. Now let's add on. Bring your right foot forward and drop your left knee down to the floor. This is quite wide. We want to make sure that this knee does not push over the toe. So line it up quite wide. You can feel our hip flexor. Then you might need 2 blocks. So place both blocks right by your foot, just around each foot, so that you can put your hands on that block. Now lift up onto your left toe, which will actually stretch our foot. Kind of nice. And let's straighten our back knee. So inhale, lift off, straighten the right knee as well. There's that hamstring. And exhale, bend it back down. Drop the knee down. Good, let's try it again. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. Send your gaze up for a little bit of a neck and chest stretch. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Very nice. Let's remove the blocks out of the way just so we can put our hands down and step our right foot back. We're back into downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or hop up to the hands. Exhale, fold down into your legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti. Good. Do it again so we can do our left side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Step your left foot forward. Drop the right knee down. Let's make sure we get nice and wide first before we go any further. Place those blocks back in place for our stretch, and let's come up onto the toes of your right foot. Here we go. Ready? Inhale, straighten. Feel that stretch in that hamstring. Try to get the left knee as straight as you can. Exhale, bend it down. Nice job. Look up for a little chest stretch. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Once more, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Good job. Set that toe down. Get your blocks out of the way. Step your left foot back. And we're in downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or hop up to the hands. Exhale, fold down into your legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive, lift up. Exhale, Samastiti. Good. Do those hamstrings feel any different? Maybe. Let's keep our right foot forward and bring our left foot back. Bend your right knee, draw that left heel to the floor, and reach up for warrior one. Nice, strong position. We should feel equal through our hips, equal through both legs, and we're going to start utilizing this hamstring muscle that's on the inside, lifting up there. Good. First, a little stretch. Parsva Uttanasana. Straighten your right leg and take your hands behind you. You can bring your fists together, you can grab your forearms, you can come to reverse prayer, whatever works best today. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward over that straight right leg. Pull both hips directly back. So we're trying not to tilt toward our right side, trying to keep it equal. And the straighter the right knee, the better. Good, it's taking all of our strength to hold our torso up. Let's see if we can help out with our hands so that we can feel the stretch. Now just let go of your hands and bring them down. If your hands can't touch the floor, that's what our blocks are for. Now we can just really feel the stretch. We don't have to build as much strength. It's good to have a balance of both. We're going to work toward both today. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now bend your right knee and then straighten it. Kind of like we did on the floor. It's just a different angle. Once more, bend and straighten. Good. Bend it again. This time we're going to reach our torso up. Inhale, lift. And exhale, open up to Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana B. Once again, we're going to make this hamstring do some work. So you can feel that energy lifting up, that strengthening from underneath. Build on that with Parsva Konasana. You can either take your forearm to your thigh and reach your arm over, or you can reach your hand to the floor. Whatever works. I've got my hand on the block here. You can go directly to the ground. Feel that reach. Feel that length through the entire side body. Good. Now we can feel how we're pressing into our hip, and that hamstring underneath needs to engage to hold our body weight in place. Good. Inhale, lift up, straighten both legs to stretch the hamstring with Trikonasana. Exhale, fold down. Reach your hand down your right leg as far as you can go. On your shin, on your ankle, if you're using a block in the front of your foot. Send your gaze up to the sky. Do you feel how it is stretching that right hamstring? Love it. Now our next pose is both going to stretch and strengthen the hamstring. Let's look down, bend our right knee. If you have a block, take it forward. Set it down and lift off. This is half moon pose. It's a balance. What can you feel? Can you feel your hamstring working hard? But can you also feel it stretching as you reach that left leg to the sky? Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your right knee. Put your left foot down. Lift up. I'm going to bring this block around with me as I turn my feet. So now both toes pointed toward the front of our room here, and just place that block down in the middle. Prasarita Padottanasana A is going to stretch both hamstrings at the same time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward, tilt your hips. Let your torso come down. You can bring your block, hands to your block, move it back so they're in between your feet. If it's easy for you to touch the floor, you don't need a block, so you can set it aside. Press into the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold back down. Shift your weight toward your toes so that you can feel how the ankles, the knees, and the hips line up. That's going to give you a beautiful stretch through the back of your legs into those hamstrings. And just let your head relax here. There's no need to be tight or tense. Keep breathing. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, press into the floor, look up. Exhale, walk your hands a little bit further forward. So now they're right underneath my shoulders instead of between my legs. We're gonna be like a little ninja, bending. So start with that right hip. Bend to your right hip. Can you feel that hamstring on the left side? Lift up, bend to the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend to the left. Let's do it once more, each side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend to the right, or left. I might have said it wrong. You get the idea. Come back to the center. Let's bring your hands to your waist. Lift up. We made it through the right side. Let's turn our feet, and actually we're gonna grab our blocks. Do that first. Then turn your feet so you've got your left foot facing forward. You can put your blocks down ready in case you need to use them. Bend our left knee, reach up. We're in warrior one. This is priming up that hamstring, getting it ready to work for us. Very nice. Good. Now straighten your left leg. Take your hands behind you. You can grab your fists, your forearms, come to reverse prayer, whatever works best. Look up, inhale, exhale, fold forward. This is Parsva Uttanasana. It's both going to stretch and strengthen that hamstring muscle back there. Shifting our hips straight back, so we're not moving our hips over to the left at all. Keeping them in line. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now same pose with our body, but let's reach down for our blocks. If you can reach the floor, you don't need your blocks. Whatever works best for you, adjust them and let yourself just fold. This takes a little pressure off of the hamstring. It is still stretching it very deeply, but it doesn't quite get as intense on that strengthening. So maybe you can relax your breath just a little bit. One more breath here. Inhale, exhale. Now our little movement, this is kind of calming that hamstring down. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. One more time. Does it feel a little more calm after being bent? Sometimes it just kind of goes, okay, I give in. Good. Now let's bend it as we come up to our warrior one, and then open up to warrior two. Good. We're gonna ask this hamstring to work for us once more as we hold ourselves in Parsva. Drop the left forearm, or you can reach for your block or the floor. Reach your right arm overhead. Feel that strong pull. We're pressing into our hip. We're pulling over the top. We can feel that hamstring working underneath. Excellent. Good. Now lift up, straighten both legs. This is going to stretch the hamstring with Trikonasana. Inhale, exhale. Reach that left hand down once more. You can use your hand along your leg, or if you've got a block, place that block in front of your foot. Open up the chest. How lovely that we get to stretch our hips, our hamstrings, our torso, our shoulders. Good. But now we have a challenge. Look down, bend your left knee. If you've got your block, you can bring it with. Take your hand forward and see if you can lift off. We are both stretching our hamstring and bringing strength into that muscle. Strong breathing. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Bend down. Step back. Good job. Turn your toes toward each other. Let's take our hands behind us for Prasarita Padottanasana C. Clasp your hands. If you are really tight in your shoulders, in your chest, you can take a strap, and then your hands can widen along that strap a little bit. You don't have to hold it quite so tight. Whatever you need. So let's press into it. Look up, inhale, exhale, fold forward. pull your hands away from your back and shift your weight toward your toes a little bit so you can feel the backs of the legs. We want to feel both hamstrings working at the same time, stretching out at the same time. Plus we get our shoulders here and we get the hips too. What a beautiful combination. Good. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look up. Let's release our hands and take them down to the floor. Remember that little ninja that we did last time? Once more, this time we'll shift over to the left first. Bend to the left and to the center and bend to the right. Maybe it feels different the second time around, who knows? Center, bend to the left and center and bend to the right. One more time each side. Bend to the left. Very nice. And bend to the right. Good, good, good. Hands to your waist. Inhale. Lift up. Nice job. And step your feet back together. Good. One more standing forward bend, then we'll do some work on the floor. Take your feet hip width distance apart. Hands to those hips. Look up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Take your hands down to the floor, peace fingers, index finger and middle finger wrapped around your big toe. Take a breath, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. This is great. I'm actually going to shift to the side so you can see. We're working to achieve ankles, knees, and hips stacked on top of each other. Then we'll get that full benefit into our hamstrings. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Soften your knees and take your hands under your feet. Shift your weight forward. If this feels really great just to bend your knees, then stay there. If you'd prefer to do your hamstrings one more time, try to straighten out those knees. Feel how intense that is. Wow. Keep breathing. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands. Inhale, bring them to your waist. Exhale. Lift up, inhale. Good work. Exhale, release. Nicely done. Let's take a vinyasa. It'll bring us to the floor and we'll do some beautiful stretching on the ground. Here we go. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step back, hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Bend your knees. Let's take them a little wider than your hips and sit back to a child's pose. This will relax the hamstrings. When we're sitting back, our knees are bent and they don't have to work so hard for a moment. Let's give them a little break. Good. Inhale, lift up. Nicely done. Exhale, roll your legs around. Let's come to sit. Now, if you struggle to sit upright at a 90-degree angle, elevate your hips with a blanket or a pillow or something. This will make the next couple of stretches a little more achievable. The other thing that helps out is using a yoga strap. So if you can't quite reach your toes, take a strap around your feet. Then sit nice and tall. This is Paschimottanasana. Inhale, exhale, walk forward along those feet. If it is easy for you to grab the toes, you don't need the strap, you can just hold your feet. Take a breath, inhale, pull in through your middle, exhale, fold down. This stretch is doing both hamstrings at the same time. That's pretty intense. That's why we utilize our props, our strap, our pillows, our blankets. So just keep breathing. See what happens. It might get easier as you go through it. Good. Now inhale, lift up. Exhale, release your strap. You can set it off to the side. Let's take our hands down, fingertips facing our hips. Point your toes, press into the floor and lift up. So this will open up our chest, stretch our arms, strengthen our arms really. And it's just moving our body the opposite direction that we have been moving, giving a little balance to it. Take one more breath. Inhale, exhale, come on down. Nicely done. Good. I'll turn to face you for this next sequence, but we still might need a strap, so keep it close by. And you still might need to elevate your hips. Please do so. Bend your right knee. Let's pull it up into place. Our left leg is extended straight forward, so if you need your strap around that left foot, set it up. Sit tall, inhale, exhale, reach forward. Once again, if you can grab your leg, your foot, then you don't need to worry about the strap. Either case, take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale, fold down. This will stretch just one hamstring, but it also gets our hip to open up, and it gives us a beautiful release through our low back. So you might find this forward bend easier than the last one that we did. This one is one of my personal favorites. One more breath here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release the hold, and let's draw the leg open to the side. You'll have to adjust your right leg a little bit so you feel natural. We're gonna see if we can get some internal rotation on this left leg. You might keep your strap on your leg if you're really tight and you can pull forward. If you're fairly flexible though, just reach down and grab onto your foot. Extend the right arm. Inhale, lift it over and feel that stretch. So you're gonna feel this just as much in the right side of the body, the right shoulder, as you are in this left leg. You might even feel it more on that side bend. Keep your chest open. You see that I'm not grabbing my toe? That's just because I want to keep a nice open chest instead of scrunching and slouching down. Take one more breath here. Inhale, exhale. Good. Lift up, and this right hand, let's pull it behind our back and bring the left arm across. As we twist, it's a little untraditional, but we're gonna feel this pull right through this inner thigh, right through that inner hamstring. So feel that spiral. Nicely done. Come back to the center. Great work. Open up both legs. 2 at the same time. Upavista Konasana. Sit nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Reach forward. We can feel that, right? Keep breathing as we're here. We're really going to rely on our breath to open up those hips, open up the hamstrings, relax our neck and jaw, and just feel this beautiful hang. Take one more breath here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, walk it up. Good job. Exhale, bend your left knee. So now we've got that right side. We're gonna do everything in reverse. Reach down, grab on. If you need your strap, put that strap around your foot, yes? Press that left hip to the floor. Inhale, lift up and over. We're feeling this inner thigh. We're feeling this strong pull through the side of the body. We're not worried about reaching for our toe because we're trying to keep an open chest. No squeezing of our torso today. Only in the side body, I guess. That's certainly being squeezed. Good. Inhale, lift up, ready to twist. Right hand reaches across, left hand behind, and let it spiral. All of this is open through the front there. Send your gaze back, send that shoulder back, and the chest is open. Inhale, come back to the center. Good. Adjust our legs one more time. Back to Vinyasas. Grab your strap if you need it to place around that right foot. Sit tall. Inhale. Exhale, walk forward. Grab on. Take a breath. Inhale, pull up through the middle. Exhale, fold down. We can feel that right hamstring now. We're really focusing on that area. But you might also feel your left hip. You might also feel into the low back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release it. Very nice. Grab your strap. Let's reset ourselves onto the floor. So I'm going to move all these things out of the way. And we'll come and lay down on the ground. Now's the time to relax our torso, relax our hips, and we're just going to focus on our hamstrings and those internal rotators, plus outer hips too, which are all connected to the hamstrings. So take your strap around your right foot and extend it up to the sky. If you don't have a strap and you might be able to reach your toe, great. Or you can just hold with both hands on your leg. So don't worry if you don't have the equipment. Now, I have my left knee bent. You can keep it bent if it feels like it's giving this a little break, or if it feels too easy, you can straighten it out. This straightening leg will be a little bit more intense. But we want to keep our right knee as straight as we can. If we're bending the knee, we are not doing anything for the hamstring. So keep it nice and straight. Feel that stretching. Beautiful hold. We've been working a lot on the hamstrings, so hopefully they will respond to this whole sequence. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and open your leg to the right side. So we're opening it up, and you can feel it all through this inner hamstring, inner rotator. It's connected into the hip, but it's definitely getting that hamstring. And this left hand can be placed on your hip, or you can extend it out. We're trying not to roll, but we're trying to just pull toward the ground. And once again, this knee is perfectly straight. Good. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to the center. Let's grab with our left hand. We're going to switch and pull across our body. Now my right hip is going to leave the floor, and I'm actually going to hit my wall. So I'll scoot just a little bit. My right hip will leave the floor as I twist this. This one is hard for me, I have to admit. So the outer hip and all the way down into that ankle and calf. That's the IT band that runs that whole way, plus we get that outer hamstring. There are actually 3 muscles to the hamstrings. So this stretch works all 3 of them. Isn't that lovely? Hopefully it feels lovely too. Good. Keep your breath nice and strong. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your leg back up to the center once more. Let's grab with both hands. If you can reach your foot with your hands, that's great. Lift your head and pull. We're giving one last hug. Plus, we might feel a little abdominals as well. Inhale. Exhale, release it down. Nicely done. What we do on one side, of course we do to the other. So let's switch it up. Take your strap around your left foot. You're going to start with your right knee bent. See how it feels. And then feel free to straighten it if it's okay. And just tug as hard as, as far as you can on that left hamstring there. Most important thing is to keep the knee straight. So it doesn't matter if you're all the way down here and you can feel it. That's so fine. It's much better to have sensation, but do it with quality. Keeping that leg straight. Remember, if you don't have a strap, you can use your hands on your leg. You can use your hands on your foot if you can reach it. Good. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Open it up to that left side. Feeling that internal rotator on that left hip. Opening up through the chest and the throat as we reach our arms overhead to the side or to your hip, whatever. Gravity helps us out with this one. Pressing down into that leg. Trying to get things to relax and let go. Let the strap do the work. Let gravity do the work. You don't have to work so hard. You can just breathe. Good. Let's bring it up to the center. Grab with your right hand so that you're pulling up and over your body. And then the left hand extends. And you turn that gaze over that left side. So this whole outer hip and leg, that whole rotation, the IT band, outer hamstring. It's a twist, so we might feel our back. That's nice too. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to the center. Grab on with both hands and lift yourself up toward it. So this is our deepest pull yet. A little bit of abdominals as we lift our head. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release it down. Reach your arms overhead for just a moment. Wow, do you feel like you're a couple inches taller? You might. Bend your knees, pull them into your chest, and just give everything a hug for a moment. Relax those hamstrings. They have worked so hard today. We've also given them a beautiful stretch. What a nice combination. Terrific thing to do for our body. The only thing left is to relax. So extend your legs, one leg to each edge of your mat. Let your arms come by your side. Relax those shoulders, relax your chest. And it's time for you to drift away into Shavasana. I'll leave you here to rest for a few moments. I'll wake you up with the sound of a bell, so have no worries. Just enjoy the peace and the stillness after doing such a beautiful yoga sequence together. Start to wake yourself up. Rotate through your wrists and your ankles. Point and flex your feet. And stretch your arms overhead to lengthen through your entire body. Roll over to one side in fetal pose, which represents a renewal, starting over, beginning again. Good. Press up to a comfortable seated position. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Thank you so much for your practice today. May the light in me honor and recognize the light in you. Namaste.